Hello everybody and welcome to another Vintage Fans and More how-to installation video. Today we're installing the Surrey Climates from Kichler. Since this is an outdoor fan, you may have some special circumstances for your own personal installation, but overall it's very simple and straightforward, so let's go ahead and get started. Before you begin, turn off power at the breaker or fuse. Open the box. If using a sharp instrument, be careful not to slice too deeply into the box. As always, I like to remove all components from the box to make sure everything is accounted for and that nothing is damaged. Locate the motor body, downrod, canopy, coupling cover, and canopy hole cover. Pull the ground wire out from inside the downrod. Unscrew and remove the pin from the ball, then loosen the set screw. Unscrew the downrod from the ball. Loosen and unbundle the wires coming out the top of the motor and make them as straight as possible. Loosen the pre-installed set screws on the motor coupler until they no longer interfere with the inner threads. Remove the clip from the pin and remove the pin from the coupler. Set these parts aside for later use. Gather the ends of the wires and safety cable and feed them through the lower end of the downrod. Pull all excess through, then thread the downrod into the motor coupler. Tighten until the holes in the downrod align with the holes in the coupler. Reinsert the pin through the coupler, then reinsert the clip onto the pin. Tighten the coupler set screws until they sit snugly against the downrod. Again, gather the wires and safety cable and pass them through the coupler cover. Pull all excess through, then allow the cover to slide down onto the downrod and sit on top of the motor housing. Repeat the same process for the canopy hole cover. Repeat the process once more for the canopy. Repeat one final time, passing the wires and safety cable through the hanger ball. Thread the ball back onto the downrod until the hole in the ball aligns with the holes in the downrod. Reinsert and fully tighten the pin, then tighten the set screw. To keep my fans in like-new condition, I choose not to cut the lead wires, but now is the time to do so if you'd prefer to. Extend the wires from the top of the downrod. Trim them, leaving 8 to 12 inches behind. Restrip the wires, then you're ready to proceed. Locate the blades, blade arms, and both sets of blade arm screws and washers in the bags marked with double A's and double B's. Lay a blade down over the blade arm and insert the screws into their proper positions. It is pretty self-evident where the two longer screws and where the two shorter screws go in each blade. Tighten all screws securely. Repeat this process for the remaining blades. We will now move to the ceiling. If you have an extra wire for separate light control that you will not be utilizing for this installation, cap it and tuck it up into the box. Locate the mounting bracket. Attach the mounting bracket to your electrical box or building structure using appropriate screws. Ceiling fans should only be mounted to electrical boxes visibly marked as being suitable for ceiling fan support. If you are at all in doubt of your electrical infrastructure, contact a qualified electrician. Due to the design of this mounting bracket, I was not able to use the appropriate 1032 size screws. If the bracket will not work with the appropriate size screws on your box, you should consider changing the box. Tighten until the bracket sits flush against the ceiling. Loosen one of the screws on the bottom of the mounting bracket about halfway. Loosen and entirely remove the other screw. Keep it on hand as you'll need it again soon. Lift the entire motor assembly into the mounting bracket. Ensure that the notch in the ball engages with the tab in the bracket. Make all wiring connections. 2 green ground wires, one from the fan and one from the mounting bracket, connect with ground at the ceiling, typically green or bare copper. White from the fan connects with neutral at the ceiling, typically white. Black from the fan connects with hot at the ceiling, typically black or red. The blue wire from the fan is the hot feed for an accessory light kit. If you are not utilizing a light kit, you can cap it off. Tuck the wiring connections up into the electrical box. Gather any excess wiring or safety cable and contain it within the mounting bracket. Note that I am not utilizing the safety cable for my installation. If you wish to utilize it, those instructions are in the manual. Raise the canopy and engage the keyhole slot onto the remaining screw. Insert the second screw into the mounting bracket, then tighten both securely. Raise the canopy cover and engage its keyhole slots onto the canopy screws. Rotate to lock in place. Remove and discard the shipping blocks from the bottom of the motor. You do not need to save the screws, the blade arms come with new screws pre-installed. Install the blades to the motor. You may need to alternate between the 2 screws as you tighten. Tighten each blade securely as you go. Repeat for all blades. Locate the switch housing plate and the switch housing or switch cover unit. Also locate the switch housing screws. Remove the rubber band from the wiring on the bottom of the fan if you haven't already. Loosen and entirely remove one of the screws from the bottom of the adapter. Keep this screw nearby as you'll need it again soon. Loosen the remaining 2 screws about halfway. It does not matter which 2 screws you choose to leave behind or which to remove. Insert the 3rd screw into the remaining position and tighten all securely, ensuring that no wiring gets pinched. Plug the connector coming from the motor together with the one coming from the switch housing. The colored stickers on the connectors should match up. While tucking wiring inside, raise the switch housing to the fan and insert 3 switch housing screws. It is easiest to get all 3 started, then tighten all at the end. Ensure that all wiring is inside the switch housing and that none is getting pinched. Locate the pull chain fob. Remove the rubber band and plastic from the pull chain if you haven't already. Attach the extension to the fan's pull chain. Alternately, if you don't need any further chain extension, you can remove the fob from the extension and install it directly to the fan's chain. Restore power. Installation is complete and the fan is ready to operate. With power restored, your fan is ready for regular operation. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to let me know in a comment down below or by giving this video a thumbs up. Subscribe and ring the notification bell before you leave so that you get updates for all my new videos. Thank you all for watching today, and I will see you on the next one. Click left for my Surrey Climates product review or click right for my entire Kichler playlist.